the visual aspect? So many people were talking about, the stop motion look of it and how great that was. And, did you get any pushback from the studio at all about going that route? And what were your concerns about following through with it?
I'm not sure they knew what we were up to.
Yeah, we tried to trick them a little bit because we knew that they didn't want it to be a stop motion film because they thought that felt small.
Yeah.
And so we sort of started using the word hybrid because it sounds
Better.
confusing.
Yeah.
But our intention was to do it to be exactly like a stop motion film, so much so that you wouldn't know what was CG and what was real, and down to having like scratches and dust and thumbprints and dandruff. We had meetings about how much dandruff to put onto the set.
Wow.
Some is the correct answer.
How do you even quantify that?
Well, they had like what they would call
A
a
wedge.
wedge, or like here's a very little where you can't even tell, and here's Christmas snow, and that was too much and disgusting. And then we found the right spot, which was not that much, but enough so that there's enough imperfections and irregularities in it so that it feels really handmade, and we wouldn't.
They're really small, and those figures are really small, smaller than like a puppet you would use in Coraline or something. So things show up that wouldn't show up in any other movie, like hair and
Right.
and scratches and fingerprints, and so that detail was really important.
I mean, was everything in there like based on an actual Lego part, like the bubbles and stuff like that?
Yep, those are ice cream scoops.
Wow.
We had sometimes the smoke was
sometimes
clown
they
wigs.
were clown wigs theoretically painted with whiteout.
Yeah,
That's a lot of the smoke effects.
yeah. Of the clown minifigure, his hair is like this sort of afro-y thing that when you bunched them together look kind of like
Wow.
smoke.
But that's the kind of like low tech solution that you wouldn't think of if you gave yourself all the tools of CGI or even traditional animation.
Right.
And so it lends to all these fun solutions.